50 years of anti-tobacco advertising has linked smoking and lung cancer.
Every cigarette is doing you damage.
This association has formed a deadly new habit, lung cancer stigma.
Lung cancer's current survival rate is just 15 to 20%. Many doctors believe the negative public perception is partly to blame.
It was time to confront Aussies about the damage of this new habit. The influence of stigma is shocking and it's systemic. It leads to late diagnoses, less research funding, poor access to essential services and treatment, and impacts mental and emotional health. The challenge, therefore, set by the Lung Foundation Australia was clear. Change the conversation around lung cancer. The first step was understanding the extent of the challenge we faced. Hence, in June 2017, we commissioned a national public survey. What we found was shocking.
Australians' attitudes generally are that if you've smoked, you deserve lung cancer, and we know that that's no longer acceptable. The most common question when people are diagnosed with lung cancer is, have you smoked? And we just need to stop asking that question to try and reduce the stigma.
With the conversation underway, we engaged PwC to show the impact of stigma is systemic. The final report, Making Lung Cancer a Fair Fight, a Blueprint for Reform, launched nationally out of Parliament House, Canberra, leading to the most organic media coverage generated in Lung Foundation Australia's 30-year history, planting the systemic issues on the national political and media agenda. With the stigma debate well underway, we knew we'd need to be creative if we were to continue to attract attention, change perceptions, and deliver reform. So we turned our attention to the loved ones of those living with lung cancer. The daughters, sons, sisters, wives, husbands, and best friends of those living with cancer who sought an end to the stigma that blights their loved ones. We developed a striking photo series featuring these loved ones who implored the community through the campaign tagline to stop asking the wrong question about lung cancer.
Don't ask whether my mum smoked. Ask why lung cancer takes more lives per year than breast, prostate and liver cancers combined, yet it is the least funded.
We directed people to a campaign website that laid out the facts and gave them the assets to spread the word. The federal government heard us loud and clear, committed $1 million per year in response to our campaign to fight lung cancer stigma. But we didn't stop there. We needed to go a step further to build on the momentum we started, to encourage a true political response to the systemic issues of lung cancer. This time, it was the voice of the lung cancer medical community which featured front and centre, 8 oncologists, respiratory physicians, lung cancer nurses and researchers, who united as one to say, enough is enough when it comes to lung cancer stigma. The campaign participants proudly denounced Free From Stigma, FFS, We're Losing Our Patients. A provocative campaign title and an intentional play on the better-known acronym. We made the campaign ask a political one, to fund 25 more lung cancer nurses to deliver improved outcomes for patients. The results were immediate, with the Australian Labor Party pledging to fund 20 new lung cancer nurses if they were elected.
Today, Labor is putting forward over $63 million to help in the fight against lung cancer.
In 2017, a national survey revealed that for 40% of Australians, the first question they would ask someone living with lung cancer was, did you smoke? In 2019, the number has fallen to just 27%, a sizable reduction in perception within 2 years. The conversation on lung cancer is changing.